Hey guys, it's Patrick with Uncle Bill's Camping, and today we're going to be talking about this product right here, the Scrubba, a very efficient way to keep your clothes clean when you're out camping or you're nowhere near a washing machine. If you're interested in seeing how this works, keep watching this video. Alright guys, so we got our Scrubba. I've got 2 or 3 t-shirts in here. Actually, I think it's 2 t-shirts. I'm going to go ahead and add some water to it. And I think that gets us to our water line here. You can see it's kind of got a different water gauge for this, for different amounts of clothes. I don't really think this is made to do maybe more than 3 or 4 t-shirts at a time. You could probably do like a towel or a pair of jeans, or, you know, like it says here, a couple of shirts, some socks, things like that. Now the soap I'm going to use is this Dr. Bronner's. It comes highly recommended, biodegradable, so you don't have to worry about phosphates, things like that, getting in the ground when you drain this, because chances are you're going to use this when you're camping or if you're on the road. Now, just a couple of drops, not much more. So as I understand it, it's pretty potent stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and make the seal here, and we're going to roll this down. Probably just, honestly, we'll roll it all the way down to the where the back of the agitator panel is, and then clip it. Now there's an air bleed valve right here. On the previous models, I think it had like a squeeze valve, like on the old water inflatables, but this is more like a turn valve, like you would find on your like Thermarest inflatable, you know, like the auto inflate air mattresses. You just have to be careful that you don't force water out of it. On a trial run, I actually pushed water straight out of it because I pushed it down too far. But the main goal is to try and get as much air out of the bag as possible. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then what we want to do is just run your shirts, or, you know, whatever you're washing, over that agitator panel in the back. You know, try and move the fabric around to where, you know, it all gets nice and clean and worked in real good. Get the soap worked into it. And it feels kind of weird when you're doing it. You know, just a side note, this Dr. Bronner soap smells really good. This one's hemp almond soap, and it sounds kind of hippie-ish, but, you know, it's really highly recommended, and it smells really good. I can't put my finger on it. It reminds me of something from when I was a kid back in the 80s. Some kind of soap or some kind of product, but it smells really, really good. I hope that some of that actually stays in the clothes after it's done. So the instructions say to do this for 30 seconds to 3 minutes. You know, whatever your preference is, or I guess however, you know, how dirty you get your clothes. These aren't terribly dirty. Just use these doing some yard work, things like that. So it's mostly just a little bit of dirt and sweat. Nothing too terrible. Now, honestly, I've never done anything quite like this as far as washing clothes like this, except for, you know, something like a shirt that needed to be maybe washed in a sink or something. You know, it's real delicate, but never just actually washed regular t-shirts or clothes inside one of these. So I'm kind of anxious to see how it turns out. All right, so I think I got it pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and drain the water out of this, and then you know, add some rinse water and see how it turns out. All right, guys. So using the sink or whatever you're going to be draining your water off into, you know, it's pretty easy to drain out, and the bag actually is pretty useful. It helps to wring out your clothes also. But I use the sink here. You can kind of just push everything out of it. The other thing I like is you can just roll the bag. It's pretty durable. So it kind of helps wring out the clothes also. Yeah, everything, maybe one more time just to get as much of that soapy water out as possible. All right, so put some more water in here and rinse it out. All right, guys, so now we got as much soapy water out of here as possible. It's time to rinse, and we're just going to basically do the same procedure minus soap. We're going to add our rinse water, roll the bag down, and I like to roll it toward the front. That way, when it's laying on its back, the clip isn't interfering with it. Same procedure as before. Go ahead and push all that extra air out. It's pretty nifty. And to be honest, you might be able to accomplish this with just a really good dry bag. Just might be a little bit more complicated. I know they actually make dry bags that have the bleeder valve on them, though they're not necessarily made for washing clothes, but still. All right, and we're just going to go through, try and work out that, get all that soap out of those clothes. Another thing I kind of like about this Dr. Bronner's is it doesn't seem like it creates like a ton of suds to it. There is enough in there to lift the dirt out of the clothes, but it's not too much. Plus, I also think with it being a natural soap like this, that if there is a little bit of residual soap still in here, which I'm sure there is, I mean, it's probably not going to really compete with your washing machine at home. If there is a little bit of residual soap, I don't think it's really going to, give you a rash or irritate your skin or anything like that. All right, so we'll drain this and get the clothes out of there and see how everything turns out. All right, same thing as before. We're just going to basically drain this off and use the bag itself to compress the clothes, which is nice because I mean you're not getting soaked while you actually do this. Let me go ahead and get those down toward the bottom of the bag. You just kind of push everything out, start to roll it, and really just push that water right out of the clothes. All right, that should get most of the water out of there. We'll get these things dried off and I'll let you know what I think. All right, so we got everything rinsed out and I'm gonna go ahead and pull our clothes out here. And it did a pretty good job at rinsing, just rolling it like that. I wouldn't say it gets it out as much as how it would like in the spin cycle of your washer, but still good enough, definitely. Anyway, we'll go ahead and let these dry out. The smell test definitely passed that. They smell pretty good. Some of the little, dirt stains and stuff, they're off of there. So it seems like it works well enough. Anyway, I'll dry these out, and once I got them dried out, I'll come back and we'll talk about the pros and cons of this bag and what I think about it. All right, guys. So what can I say? It's got a funny name, but the Scrubba does what it says it will do. It cleans clothes pretty efficiently. Now, I do recommend this product, but you know, there's a little bit of a stipulation there. I'm going to say if you're trying to do laundry for a bunch of people, this probably isn't what you're wanting to get. But if you're flying solo, or if it's just you and another person, you're living out of a backpack or a suitcase and you're not near laundry facilities, this is a pretty good investment. I don't know if I'll keep this with my main camping gear, but it'll definitely be in my hiking backpack. Also, we'll have this soap with me from now on. I think I'm definitely going to be hooked on the Dr. Bronner's. You can wash dishes, you can wash laundry, you can wash yourself with this soap. So it's a good all-in-one kind of soap, and it's good for the environment, so you can't really go wrong with that. Cleans clothes pretty well. So yeah, it's not a bad investment. I would recommend it. Usually you can find these for anywhere from $30 to $40, depending on who's got a deal on it. I'm going to leave the links for Amazon for the soap and the Scrubba bag here. This is Patrick from Uncle Bill's Camping. Thanks for taking the time to look at my video, and I'll see you guys the next time around. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please feel free to hit that subscribe or like button down below. You can also find me on Pinterest, Instagram, Facebook, UncleBillsCamping.com, here on YouTube, and vid.me. And from Uncle Bill's Camping, this is Patrick saying thank you for looking at my video.